Citizen, what is your name?
My name is James Tiberius Kirk.
Enterprise, this is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Farragut, offering assistance.
My name is James Tiberius Kirk of the United Federation of Planets.
This is Captain James Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Begin 30-second countdown.
And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. Oops, zoomed in a bit quick there, didn't we? And today, I'm bringing you the Bozeman Intel Heavy Frigate T6-X. Now, I have actually had my eye on this ship in the JeSter for some time. And yeah, I do like it. And I could have cheated with the Miranda, which I have, and I could have used this skin for it. But yeah, I actually fancied the console that came with this ship, and yeah, we'll have a look at that in a bit. But yeah, as you can see, she's quite a cool design, isn't she? I do like these pods on the side here. I think these are torpedo pods. Another torpedo pod here. Yeah, I think she's really cool. And yeah, I like these phasers under here. I think they are. I think they're phasers. Yeah. So this ship actually came out. It was nearly a year ago today. No, it's not a year ago today. I think it was July 2022. And yeah, I've had my eye on it because I do like the Miranda and most of the skins that come with the Miranda. And I do have that as a legendary ship. But as I say, I wanted the console for this, so I bit the bullet, so to speak. And it's a really cool ship, actually. I really do like her. And yeah, she will definitely have a place in my fleet. But enough of this going around and around. Let's take a look at the build, shall we? So here is my build. As you can see, it's 5 weapons to the front and 3 to the rear. The 4 weapons consists of 4 dual heavy beam banks, 3 of which are covert phaser dual beam banks, and the 4th one is the phaser wide angle dual heavy beam bank, and that is part of the Discovery Reputations tab, and you get a bonus 2% all damage. Now it is part of a 3-piece set, and I should really be rocking the 2nd piece of this set, but yes, for some reason there's no room, so I'm not going to bother on this occasion. I am running the Tholian, what is that? Nucleating warp core. Nucleating, that's a weird word, isn't it? Yeah, I've come to like this warp core. It's got some quirky things to it, and you'll probably see what happens when we go zooming around space. But there's any details on it I can give you here. Upon defeating an enemy, upon defeating an enemy, it creates 1 to 2 Tholian warp crystals, and these deal 13,267.1 radiation damage when enemies collide with them. Additionally, it grants you 2,573.9 points of secondary shielding for 20 seconds when allied players get near it. You get a 50% cooldown on transwarp, and it adds 7.5% of your shield power to your weapon power as bonus power. Slipstream drive recharges 100% faster. That's plus 3.3% all damage per subsystem with 75 or more power. Now this is part of a 4-piece set, and I do have all of these sets, but unfortunately I'm not fond of Tetrian builds, and this is more or less geared towards Tetrian weapons and the like. So yeah, I'm just going to run the warp core for now. I'm going to try my best with Tetrian weapons, because I know there is quite a lot of people who play with Tetrian weapons, so I am gonna try, but for now we're gonna leave it there. Now, the last of the weapons at the front, I'm using the Maelstrom Quantum Torpedo, and I'm using the second Maelstrom Torpedo on the aft weapons. Also on the aft, I'm running the Terran Task Force Phaser Beam Array, which is giving me another plus 2% bonus all damage, and the Trilithium Enhanced Omnidirectional Phaser Beam Array. Now, as you can see, I'll just swap that around actually, because that confused me a little bit. As you can see, I'm now running the Advanced Engineering Isomagnetic Plasma Distribution Manifolds. I'm running 4 of these. These are the new consoles which I spoke to you about on my last review. I finally got 4 of them up to Epic. I'm working on the other ones. There are varying degrees of phaser damage, but these are quite expensive on the exchange. I think the cheapest I've seen so far is 60 million. So be patient, because these will come down. They will come down in price eventually as they become more commonplace, as people start collecting all the parts on the elite TFOs and start making them. They are doing that now on the exchange, but they are still very expensive. But anyhow, now I won't go into all of these other bits and pieces, and if you do need to know what they are, just drop me a line and I'll let you know. This is the console that comes with the ship, and I quite like this. This is the TachyonNet drones. Now this is a very useful console, and I have used it, and it does reveal cloaked ships, but it's in only a very small area, so they can easily fly out and you can lose them again. But I do quite like it. You get a plus 1% critical chance, you get a plus 10% critical severity, you get a plus 76 starship perception, improves detection of cloaked ships. Let's have a look what else is here. Deploys tachyon drones for 45 seconds, which apply the following to all foes within the 3 kilometer radius, so it's only a very small radius. You get a minus 41.3 damage resistance rating. It reveals cloaked ships. On critical hit, applies a 2975.8 kinetic damage. It ignores shields and shields offline for 4.7 seconds. It's not an epic console, but I do really like the effect, and I do like the idea of revealing some cloaked ships. Right, moving on to the masteries. At tier 1, you get a plus 25 energy and radiation damage resistance rating. At tier 2, you get increased critical severity by plus 15%. At tier 3, it regenerates 1305.9 hull. That's 1.25% of your current maximum every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. Tier 4, precise weapon systems. You get increased accuracy, plus 5 accuracy rating. So at tier 5, we have the trait Temporal Surge. So with this trait selected, you can phase out and become untargetable for 10 seconds. That's cool, isn't it? Plus 100% critical chance for 10 seconds, plus 633% turn rate strength for 10 seconds, plus 791.3% flight speed strength for 10 seconds, with a minimum recharge, prevents reuse for 40 seconds. Yeah, that is not so cool, is it? No. Right, now let's have a look at the stats. Here we go. We have a hull of 104,474. The shields, 4 rear, right and left, 18,560. The resists are early 40s, early to mid 40s. That's not too bad. We've got an accuracy rating of 89, critical chance 38.8, and a critical severity of 229.4. So let's go down to the ship's tailor. I nearly said doctor, I nearly said it, but let's go down to the ship's tailor and see what we can do with this ship, shall we? So by the wonders of modern editing, here we are, straight away, in the ship's tailor. Not the ship's doctor, the ship's tailor. I haven't the faintest idea why I keep calling it the ship's doctor, but there you go. So we have the Bozeman mirror, the Miranda. Well, that's bright, isn't it? Could have an epileptic fit looking at that if you're catching the right light. Anyway, that's Miranda. Centaur. Yeah, I'm not keen on that one. Soyuz. That's quite a cool look. I do like the Soyuz look, to be honest with you. That's really cool. I like this. Is it a weapon? Weapon on the back? Yeah, I quite like that. Reliant mirror. The Shakar. Is that a Babylon 5 character? Anyway, wrong franchise, but anyway. Reliant. I always laugh when I hear the word Reliant, because here in the UK we produced a car with 3 wheels, and we called them, the first name was Reliant. Yes, 3 wheels, 2 at the back, 1 at the front. Yes, they went for miles on a gallon of fuel. Anyhow, yes, I have fond memories of seeing most of these Reliants on the side of the road, having tipped up. I think my father had one for quite a long time, many years ago. But yeah, so I always grin when I see the word Reliant. Anyway, moving on. That's yes, but Malachowski. Yeah, I've not seen many cars with the name Malachowski, to be honest with you. Yes, there we go. Yeah, Malachowski. Is that Monsters Inc? Oh, I'm on one today. The Clark. Yes, not keen on the Clark, to be honest with you. Saratoga. Yeah, that's another bright one, isn't it? That's got some little cool things on the side there, isn't it? Whatever they are. They must be phasers, surely. Yeah. Miranda. Yeah, I do like the old-fashioned Miranda look. Yeah, I do like that. Miranda Mark 1 Beta. So the difference being the Mark 1 has these wonderful Bussard collectors, and the animations here on the Bussard collectors, whereas here on the Beta it's just static. There's nothing going on there. So there we go. So that's that. So let's do a quick kit bash, shall we, and see what's what. Well, I just think that looks ridiculous, but that's just me. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. That's quite a cool look, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that one. Yeah, that's a bit weird, but yeah, he was so cool. Yeah. Oh, we're looking like we're getting towards the Parliament class now, don't we? So, to be honest with you, if you want to do a Parliament rip-off, you could do one of these, couldn't you? Actually, I don't think you could. Total cost 12,000 Zen. Oh. Bozeman. Oops, I forgot to hit the random button. There we go. That's another one. Yeah, I think we're getting back to where we were, aren't we? Yeah, there's some. You can do quite a lot here, can't you? Really, if you get tired of the same old ship skin, so there's quite a bit you can kit bash here. So going back to the Bozeman, what did I go for? 7. I think I've gone for 8. Hang on, it won't let me. I think I went for type 8. We're in the Goldilocks zone here, just right. Not too dark, not too light, but just right. 8B. Oh, 8B looks cool, doesn't it? Quite like 8B. Yeah, 8B. Well, I'm going to go for 8B anyway, so we'll go with that. Right, so let's take her into the field and see how she performs, shall we? So here we are, the Caraya System Patrol. Enjoy! Well, wasn't that a really good example of what this ship can do? Yeah, it was really cool to fly. I liked it. You know, it performed exactly as I expected, and yeah, this ship will definitely feature in my fleet, regardless of it not being a legendary ship. But yeah, I really do like it, and I like it a console as well, to be honest with you, as limited as it is. Now, don't forget, on June 28th, running to July 28th, 2023, summer event takes place, where you will be able to pick up the Hysperian Intel battle cruiser, which featured in Star Trek Below Decks. And yes, it's looking at the stats of this ship, it's going to be quite a cool ship to fly. It's not my cup of tea, to be honest with you, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder, as I always say. Now, just before we go, I have forgotten to cover the stats of this ship, so what we'll do is we'll just cover the stats of this ship, and then come back and we'll probably call it a day. So let's have a look at the stats. So at level 65, your Bozeman Intel Heavy Frigate will have a hull of 51,750. She has a hull modifier of 1.15 and a shield modifier of 0.95. Her turn rate is 13 and her impulse is 0.17. She has an inertia rating of 50 and she has bonus power of plus 10 to weapons and plus 10 to engine power. Her bridge officer seating is as follows. You get a Commander Engineering Stroke Intel Station, 2 Lieutenant Commander Universal Stations, Lieutenant Universal Intel Station and an Ensign Universal Station. Her weapons consist of 5 to the front and 3 to the rear, and you can equip dual cannons. She has 3 device slots. Her consoles consist of 3 tactical, 4 engineering and 3 science. You can pick this ship up in the Zen store for 3000 Zen, and her abilities include a cloak, tachyon net drones, active sensor arrays, weapon systems efficiency, static maneuvering and radar flanking. And for all those out there who are still collecting Admiralty stats, you get 48 engineering, 38 tactical and 22 science. Well, for all of you who are following my Japori challenge, I've updated the list to include the Bozeman, and she has reached 6th place with a time of 1:43:14, and that's with the new consoles on her. Unfortunately, we've seen the Constitution 3 Miracle Worker drop to 10th place. Yes, and that was equipped with the new consoles as well. Yeah, we're seeing some really big names falling here. And yeah, as you can see, we've even seen the Dalkina, which reigned supreme in 2nd place for some time. That's now being pushed down to 3rd place. And if we actually go now to the 2nd stage, and here we can see the legendary D7 Intel Battlecruiser has now dropped to 11th place, just above the World Razor in 12th. Now the Kirk is languishing in 14th, and the mighty Praetor Command Warbird Battlecruiser, which was actually in the top 5 not so long ago, that's now languishing in 15th place. So we're seeing some big name ships here drop with the average times on the Japori challenge. And don't forget, that's on advanced, and if you feel that you can improve upon those times, yeah, please by all means have a go and post me your times. I think that'll be interesting in the ship that you've used. If we move now to the 3rd tier, we can now see that the Lacerena Heavy Raider is no longer languishing in 21st place. She's actually now in 23rd place, behind the Terran Eagle and the Fakiri Berjai. Now, what I will do is, with these lower place ships, I will put new consoles on them. Actually, it'd be interesting to see if they can improve upon their times of, well, in this particular case, the Lacerena, which was 3 minutes 26. I'm sure we can improve upon that. So yeah, watch this space. Right, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's review. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I really would appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, and yeah, definitely give us a like as well, because that always makes my day. And don't forget next week's event, the summer event, June 28th to July the 28th. Yes, I know some of you absolutely love reviews of the summer event. Well, you must do, judging by the statistics on my YouTube channel for the summer event. But what I will do is I'll leave you a link below, so you can actually click on that and see what you have to do, to give you a bit of guidance to what you have to do for the new Hysperian Intel Battlecruiser. Right, for now, I think we'll call that it. So until next time, this is JeSter signing off.
Captain Christopher Pike, I speaking?
Captain Christopher Pike.
Captain Christopher Pike, United Spaceship.
You can be an officer in 4 years. You can have your own ship in 8.
What are we running here? A cadet ship number 1?
Arg, me mateys. If we ever catch Angel, we should make them walk the plank, arg.
Please stop.